息の仕方を教えた恩人に随分な口の利きようだ。TENSA ZANGETSU.
East side, west side, we ride, we die all for this. Oh my, I know why I can't fall for this. All my life I tried, I cried.
How are you beautiful people doing? It is I, the task at hand, and I'm back at it again. And today we're going to be bringing you a TENSA ZANGETSU showcase. You heard it here first. Level 200, completely maxed out with amazing accessories. It starts now. First, we're going to start off with reading his stats and his 6-star abilities or skills. His stamina is 988. His attack is 632. His defense is 352, focus 330, SP 728. Now, I'm pretty sure 728, that's in like the top tier of SP in the entire game. Fact check me on that. You can go on like Reddit or Bleach Brave Souls FYI, which is where I got this information from. I'll put the link in the description below. Attack 632, pretty sure that's like, again, top tier fucking attack. The defense is also top tier. Pretty much every stat right here is in like the top tier of stats. You will not like go to any character and that is the best, and I'm pretty sure he will stack up pretty well against the characters. So let's read off the skills real quick. He got Sprinter, increased number of flash steps +1, so you know he gets an extra flash step in the set of flash steps he already has. Long reach, increased normal attack area of effect. Now that I don't even know how they calculate that, but you can hit from a pretty far distance with his normal attacks. It's pretty damn dope. And then we got Bruiser, strong or normal attack +20, which is pretty good, you know. Or my bad, I'm stupid. It's +30. And then you have Devastation, that's special attack damage +30. And then you have the most important thing, Frenzy. You have a Frenzy character with a cooldown soul trait. Like that's absolutely that's perfect for PVE and maybe even PvP. But I mean, yeah, he's all right for PvP. But anyway, like that combination of having somebody who can strong attack more than the other person you're going up against, or just in PvE, that's so fucking good. It's way better than people who have like a strong attack +20 soul trait, because if all he's doing is strong attacking, then that's all he really needs, because he can wipe out like the gameplay coming up, you'll see him be able to wipe out enemies in one strong attack. He's very, very, very good for that. Now, explaining a little bit on the skills, for most of you probably don't know, but the hardcore players do. People get different skills depending on their character. Like him, he has a Bruiser that gives him 30% normal attack. Other people have other stats, like other plus stats. Not everybody gets the same like plus stat. Like Ichigo Fullbring, he gets 40% for his Bruiser, while TENSA gets 30. You know, that's just based on their character. They give them specific stat rolls for their percentages, or for their skills, which is you know, it's pretty cool. And it makes sense, because if he had like, let's say a higher one for, let's say Havoc, I'm pretty sure Havoc does strong attack percentage. If he had like a 30% Havoc, he would be the best fucking strong attack character in the game, like 100%. Like he has Frenzy plus a Havoc that gives him 30%. That would be absolutely insanity. So, you know, just a little tip to help you guys better understand the game. And now we're gonna move on to reading off his stats, or reading off what I have for him, like his accessories and exactly how much of a boost it actually gives him. Look at that. Look at that, man. Plus 348 attack, plus 494 stamina. Fuck the defense and focus. Don't really look at those numbers. But plus 219 spiritual pressure. I'm telling you, for like if you look at this, let this sink in, man. Soul trait -12 recharge time. Let that sink in. If you're good at this game and you know how it goes, man, you know how strong this is. It's fucking dominant. Blow me. It's amazing. It could be better, obviously, but look at my accessories. Ready? I'm going to take a look one by one. We have a tension tie with 20% spiritual pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. And then we have a Soul Reaper's robe with 30% attack. We have an all stats coin, the second one, with 15% attack. And then we got the 25% Riruka. You know what I'm saying? And we got that 20% Sajin. This is how we rockin', man. Nothing but that. That 20% Momo. What you know about Momo? You know nothing about Momo. I know about Momo. Now let's look at the actual numbers of what all these things do when it comes to this character. The strong attack damage is increased by 65%, which is, you know, it could be higher. It's not the max, but it's still pretty good because I have a 25 link, a 20 link, and a 20 link. I have the increased special move because of the tension tie, which is pretty good on him because remember he has devastation that has 30% more damage with his special move. So these things do stack because the tension tie makes you hit harder with your special. Reduce cooldown attack. We'll get into that a little bit later. You know, that's part of what makes him a really good ass character. We already went through the through the skills or whatever, so we don't really need to talk more about that. Now let's look at the other numbers, like increased stamina 50%, you know, which is good. It's always good to have stamina, especially when you're in PvP. Very important. Increased spiritual pressure by 30%. Again, it could be higher, but this is the roll that I did get, which is, it's still pretty good. It's 30%. Increased attack. That's what most of my shit stacks on because, you know, it has 30% attack, which is obviously going to get the bigger percentage because I have more attack than I do spiritual pressure. Increased defense by 10%, increased focus by 10%. You know, those, they're small. They don't really matter too much, but let's focus on the attack and spiritual pressure. What I wanted to explain is, my friend The Noble Few, you've seen him on the channel before. We watch other YouTubers, and I think it was Bleach Cowboy that kind of did like an analysis on how attack and spiritual pressure both affect the damage you do with your strong attacks. And he said it comes out to about 50-50, but he doesn't know specifically for sure if that's exactly what it is. But for now, what I try to do is balance out the attack and spiritual pressure, you know, try to put a lot of stats into both, because maybe that will equal a better effect. Like, let's say you had 1,000 spiritual pressure but only 500 attack. You'll be doing better if you have a like 700 attack, 700 spiritual pressure. That's like the thing I'm kind of going with. Again, we need somebody to actually like do a crazy analysis to be able to like jot down the facts about it. But for now, I'm just gonna half and half it. But I would also advise going for a little more spiritual pressure than attack, just because, like, just for now, we don't know for sure, but you just want to go with spiritual pressure pretty much. Like, I hope that's not confusing, but just my thing is maybe spiritual pressure, it does more than attack does. So for now, just go with that. But this is the, you know, the build I went with. I went with either 15% attack on the 2nd anniversary coin or 15% spiritual pressure. So, you know, whatever stats you can get, if you have the choice of choosing more spiritual pressure, do every time. Just wanted to make that clear. So now on to the best part, the gameplay. This is the 65% strong attack build. This is the damage that we're doing, right? We have the attribute advantage, the killer advantage. We killing shit. Look at how much, 3,000, and he has frenzy, 4,000 with the strong attack, with the 2nd strong attack. Look at this, check this shit out. It was insane. I gathered them all together, boom, just one-shots them with the 3rd strong attack, and they come back quick as fuck. Not quick as fuck because I'm not running that build, but they still come back quicker than your regular strong attack soul trade character. That's what makes him so damn good in PVE. Look at that. How, since when do you see 4K? Right? 4K. He's doing up to 4K with the first one and the second. What? Unreal. He has frenzy, so you know it's gonna hit for like 8K or like, wait, how many times does it hit actually? Let's try to see these numbers. Hold on. That shit hits like 3 times. 3,000 a piece for each hit, so that's about 9,000 upwards to 10K with that 3rd strong attack. This is unreal. That hits twice, so that's up to like 7,000. That hits twice, so that's up to like, well, with that crit, that had to do like about 8,000. So roughly, he's doing like 10,000 damage with his. Look at that, unreal. He's doing 10,000 damage with his 3rd strong attack. Like, I mean, if that doesn't say good, then I don't know. I don't understand this. Oh, by the way, this is a raid on its hardest difficulty. I hope you know that. Like, this is actually a raid. I know it's quick as fuck, isn't it? Watch the time I completed it. I could have done it, you know, a little faster if I was like going for insane speed, but you know, I was just trying to show everything off. And you know, I had to show off the special. Come on, man. I'm not gonna skip it. Look how dope that looks. Getsuga's Lament, or Lament, however you pronounce it. Unreal. He did like 20-30k, but you couldn't see it because the numbers were cut off when I got the gameplay. But still, just know he's doing a stupid amount of damage. You hear that car in the background? I'm pissed off. Why is that shit playing? But we completed it in 1 minute and 44 seconds. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Look at this. Yeah, I was recording the computer interface. What the fuck? Oh my god, she's too thick for YouTube. I don't know what that previous scene was. Now check this out. This is me running the 48% reduced strong attack cooldown build. You know what I'm saying? So the first numbers that it took for each strong attack to come back was 7, 15, and 22. The first one being 7, the second one being 15, the third one being 22. Now with the 48% reduction rate that we now are running, the strong attacks take 5 seconds for the first one, 9 seconds for the second one, and 13 seconds for the third one, which is unreal. You know, that's just running that in a PVE standpoint is really fucking amazing. Because imagine autoing him, and if he gets his strong attacks off, pretty sure he's gonna one-shot whichever enemy. So, you know, getting your attacks off quicker than the enemy can attack you is always good, because it makes them not be able to hit you, save more health, and in turn doing the quest without dying, blah 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 blah. He's a very good auto character. Now running him opposed to other people who are all strong attacked out, it's way better, because he can do his strong attacks in comparison to other people way more times than they can do theirs, because you know his has the cooldown. So I would advise running him a lot. For like, if there's a green one, like if you want to run a green that can just auto quest for you, he's like your top pick, because you just don't have to worry about him taking damage, because he's murdering people with his frenzy strong attacks that take 5 seconds to come back. Like, it's insane. It's very good. I love this character. So good, so damn cool. And like, god, what else is there to really say? He's a monster. He's a beast. Now, I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna run him in like PvP specifically. Here's why. I could just tell you the short and sweet answer. He's a really good character, right? He can do damage in PvP, but the only problem is when he goes up against Fullbring Ichigo, he just gets destroyed, because Ichigo, all his attacks are pretty instantaneous. In comparison to Tensa, his attacks, the first one's instantaneous, the second one is too, the third one is too, but the second one, he takes like a pause and then slams down. You know what I mean? Like, I'll replay game footage here, and you see the slam down attack. It's pretty dope, very cool, but this moment that he takes to cock back his sword, that's very, like, in that time, Ichigo's already hitting him with 1,000 attacks. So you know what I mean? So that right there is pretty much his downfall when it comes to facing up against Ichigo, because when you go in PvP, obviously you want to stack up your character that you're gonna use against the meta, like the current meta or the current most used characters. And Fullbring Ichigo is always, you know, one of the most used characters. So if he has that little advantage, that can like break your entire team. So I don't really run him in PvP. But like, if let's say he doesn't get any attacks off right on Tensa will murder him, because he has a Soul Reaper killer. That's like, so he does more damage to Soul Reapers, and Ichigo his affinity is a Soul Reaper. So if he hits him first, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get murked off really easily. But it's always with that how they do their attacks in PvP. It's kind of random. So, but like anytime he's gonna do that second strong attack, he just gets murdered. So I don't run him in PvP for that specific thing. Still run Fullbring Ichigo, because you know he's a monster, and he is statistically better than Tensa, but Tensa is still but not by that much. And Tensa's ass actually is also fucking amazing. Sound like I said Tensa's ass, but anyway, that's it. for the review on Tensa. He's a monster, bro. Amazing. He's good in PvP, but he's even better when it comes to raids or PvE. So that's where he's definitely going to shine. Very versatile character. Strong attacks come back super fast. It's always good to have a frenzy character with a strong attack reduction cooldown. It's an insane combo. The things you can run with him is absolutely amazing. That's what makes him so good. He's very versatile when it comes to stuff like that. So that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. That's my Tensa. That's who I be using. So I hope you fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to show some love, if you enjoyed the video, this is how you show love. You leave a like. And if you really fuck with me, you got to subscribe to become part of the task force and see more awesome gameplay just like this. And I hope you guys, I just hope you guys fuck with me. So with that being said, this has been your man with a plan TheTaskAtHand. Remember, peace, love, and positivity. And I am out. Thank you so much for watching. Try to get Tensa. He's a fucking monster, mate. He's a fucking monster.